Hello, all you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. I thought today I'd bring you kind of a small little kind of vlog type video. So, I guess in general, I'll tell you that I've had quite a busy last week when it comes to my personal job and everything. Kinda today being Monday, the time I'll probably post this video, I pretty much worked every day last week. The job I worked at, or I say worked in past tense, no. The job I work at, um, the lead person in the department I work at, or work in, they were on vacation last week, so I kind of had to pick up the slack and, well, keep things from getting too backed up. So I pretty much worked a full 5 days, which would have been 40 hours. Then I came in for like 2 half days. So yeah, my sleep schedule was all over the place last week. It still is a little bit messed up right now, considering it is 9 a.m. in the morning right now. Um, and I've been up since like 2 a.m. So, yeah, it's been a little all over the place. Obviously, I've been able to get out some videos to you guys. Um, obviously, playing on Dragon Quest Monsters. That's one of the things that's been keeping me a little sane. Also, doing videos like these. um, yeah, I'm kind of going at this unscripted, so whatever comes out of my mouth is going to be what comes out of my mouth. um, so since video games is kind of on my mind at the moment, um, so with this game, I pre-ordered it on Amazon back in June, I believe, whenever this game was very first announced. I pre ordered it right away because I knew I would want it physically. Um, so I wouldn't say my mindset on pre ordering for games have changed that much over the years well, since even when pre ordering was first a thing. At least since it was like, I guess I would call it mainstreamed, which would have probably been back in like the early 2000s, around when kind of the GameStop store was still kind of popular. um, I do have a few little stories that involve pre-ordering that kind of also gives my kind of take on pre-ordering when it comes to video games anyways. um so I can't remember the exact year, but I can tell you what game it was for. uh God of War 2 on the PlayStation 2. I did not pre-order that game. When I went in to pick it up at uh, GameStop, so they only had one copy left, and they were um, the person that was working at the cashier part. It was like, I'm lucky because I got the last copy that they weren't holding for pre-orders for that game. They kind of like shook their head like, well, you're kind of lucky because this is the only one left that we have to sell to people that didn't pre-order. Like, they was telling me like I'm crazy for walking into buying a game that I didn't pre-order. That's kind of the, I guess, attitude or personality kind of interaction I got from that. But the thing is, so this GameStop, it was in like the same complex as a Walmart. So if I if I didn't end up getting it there, the only thing that I would be out of luck on is I would have to walk 15 more feet to Walmart to pick up the game. Because obviously, big retail places, they stock up on that kind of stuff to keep the shelf filled and stuff, especially when it's like a new released item. Though, so on the flip side of that, this is more of a recent, as in, this was something I did last year. Um, I did pre order the Metroid Prime remaster for Nintendo Switch. Um, Now you can kind of pick it up at ease, but when that game first released, um, it was kind of difficult to get a hold of, at least in the region of America. Well, America and Canada, region 1. It was kind of hard to get a hold of over here. Because I guess they sold out physical copies rather quick of that game, like more so than what Nintendo, the makers of the game, anticipated. They didn't really make enough copies at launch. So I would say that is a valid reason to pre order if you do actually expect the games to sell out rather quickly, and if you don't want to wait, especially if you're buying physical. If you're going digital, you pretty much have no reason to pre order, really, unless you want to pre download it to your console. That way you can just start it up right away, right when like they flip the switch to when they allow you to play the game on the release date. um, but yeah, I pre-ordered this one because one, I knew I wanted it. And number two, um, little spin-off games like this, especially when it comes to the Dragon Quest name, um, it is not as popular in America as it's explosive in Japan. Like, everyone's buying this in Japan. I don't remember the exact number, but I believe on the first day this released, which would have been December 1st, or it was the first 3 days or something like that, they sold like 380,000 copies in Japan alone in the first 3 days. We still don't know how many was sold in America, but anyways, the reason I pre-ordered this is um, these kind of games kind of hold their value over the years because with them not being as popular in America and such, they typically don't print um, a, a crap load of copies to sell because they don't expect it to sell past a certain number and such. Thus, that's how you get low print runs of like the Dragon Quest games on the Nintendo DS, which I do own them, but them were pretty penny to spend to pick up a couple years ago. And so I do have another story revolving around pre-orders of things. This also took place in the early 2000s, kind of GameStop days. So this was around 2003 or something like that. Um, I remember this because um, it was me and I had a friend with me. We was in line at GameStop because I went there. Um, this was on the release day for The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker on the GameCube. Um, so I went there. I went to pick it up. Um, again, I I did not pre-order the game or anything like that because, like I said, in my mind, if they're not gonna have it at the small at GameStop, which um, understandably the building itself is just not that big, so it's not like they can stockpile on a warehouse load of copies in that one small kind of area building. But in my mindset, if I wasn't able to pick it up there, which honestly I think when I was that young, I might have not even had that mindset. I might have just thought, hey, I'll just walk in, buy it there, and go home and play it. Um, but also, that day, at least I think while their supply lasted of that, I think every person that bought the Wind Waker um, also got a bonus disc um, for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. I don't believe that was a pre order because I never pre ordered the Wind Waker game. Unless this was just a thing that specific GameStop store was doing. But they was giving away like the Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest bonus disc to people that bought the Wind Waker there. Now, if you did pre-order the Wind Waker, there was another bonus disc that was given to you as well. The Zelda bonus, the GameCube Zelda bonus disc that had 4 previous Zelda games on there. Legend of Zelda for Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2 from the NES. Then the other 2 games were Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, all on a GameCube disc. Now, that was a pre-order bonus. Um, but anyways, when me and my friend are standing in line, I made some comment to my friend like, I don't really see the point in pre ordering stuff. Or I don't see the point in pre-ordering video games. So I can't remember if it was the person in front of me or person behind me, but um, they must have overheard me make that comment, and then they were like, it's like they were trying to sell me on, well, you should pre order because of this. And then that ended up getting another person in line into that conversation. it it was almost like I felt like the odd man out because I didn't see the point of pre-ordering video games when all I want to do is buy the game and take it home. I didn't care for like any of little knickknacks and stuff. I mean, if like the bonus disc I got for just purchasing the game, that's a cool pre-order bonus along with the other Zelda thing. And maybe if I was more knowledgeable at the time, maybe I might have pre-ordered the Wind Waker just for that bonus disc. But um I would say that time point of pre-ordering has kind of passed because now the pre-order bonuses are all just stuff that is locked through a download code. And a lot of times, just for example, if you pre-order this game, you get 3 potions in a funny outfit to wear in your game to start with. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care for little stuff like that. Uh, they need better bonuses if they want to entice me to pre order outside of just like in game assistance or in game in-game item assistance. That doesn't do it for me for pre-ordering. Even more so when they and some of them just are thrown in. It's not really a pre-order bonus if you can just buy it DLC afterwards. That kind of defeats the exclusive bleh, exclusive bleh, that word is not coming out, exclusivity of that particular bonus content being held for people just that pre-ordered. So yeah, that is kind of my stance when it comes to that. um I know this is a relatively short video, but it was something on my mind, and I had a few stories in that instance. Um, though, I will say, it is worth pre ordering for um, on that shelf, not directly behind me, but to the left side where my finger's pointing. You see on the top shelf that box, the silver box beside the Dragon Quest slime. Um, so I have did a unboxing of that earlier on my channel. That is the um, Detective Archives Rain Code collector's box. Now that was cool. I pre-ordered that, even though I probably could have bought it the day it came out on Amazon. but since I was already buying it on Amazon, I just pre-ordered it. But that comes with uh, like a steel book switch case, um, a little art book. Uh, Came with the plushie too that I just added to my plushie collection over there. And yeah, it was just a cool unboxing. Still have to play the game, um, but yeah, I'm just gonna yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the little stories I had. Thank you for watching the vlog video. Happy early morning to you. If you're going to bed, have a great good night's sleep with some good dreams to assist your um, sleep. And yeah, have a great day.